Hey folks, Stronghold Crafter Cav here, and this is Ari.
Yeah.
Welcome to my channel, and we're going to continue my tutorial on how to make a castle tower out of foam. Yes. Alright, in this video I'm going to go over how to carve the blocks and stuff, and I go into the aspect of doors and windows and arrow slits and such, and I'm going to be using the hot wire foam factory engraving tool.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
So, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you are a subscriber, thank you. Really appreciate it. So, what else was I going to say? Already kind of interfere with my train of thought here. Feel free to subscribe, because I have a lot more things coming on my channel I wouldn't want you to miss out. And for more information on my craft, visit my website, which is strongholdsoffantasy.com, and I'll see you in a bit. Hey folks, welcome back to this tutorial, and now we are going to do a recap of the next part. So we've done the design part, I've gone through the cutting part, and now we're getting into the detail part. And this is where it gets really fun, because this is where the foam takes on a whole new shape and dimension. And okay, now let me zoom this up a little bit. Alright. Okay. What we're looking at here is the original design drawing I was talking about for the tower I'm building. Actually, I'm building a series of towers, but anyway, what I'm going to do here is a bricklayer-like method of carving, and you just have to keep in mind 3 easy steps for the carving, which I'm going to be doing with the hot wire foam factory engraving tool. So I'm basically going to show you how to do the horizontal lines, and then I'm going to show you how to do the vertical lines for the first set, and there will be a second set of vertical lines, and you're done. And the main thing is you have to keep in mind when you have any windows or arrow slits or doorways. Yes, you just have to change the pattern around those openings so that it makes sense, that it looks like it was designed to fit there and it all fall into place. So I will get back to the foam. Hold on. Alright, first step you're going to do is for carving in your detail is you want to mark your parts. Know which parts are what. Know which one is your front, which one is your sides, and your back, okay, when you're doing a square type of tower like this. And you want to know where your doors are, you want to know where your arrow slits are. Simple. Now I'm going to do the horizontal lines first, and of course I need to know the height of the blocks. So with scale, there's going to be a compromise with miniatures. So with a miniature in place here for scale, 28mm figure, they're going to be big blocks, but I'm not going to be, like I said, too picky about that per se. So that's something to keep in mind, and let's get started here. Okay, now I'm just going to move these to the side for now. And I use a rafting square for this, which is very good for using like a ruler, and it'll allow me to and get a metal one, because that way it won't melt. Because you get a plastic one, this thing is going to melt it like hot knife through butter. So keep a window open for ventilation. This thing is very hot, so do not touch it. You will burn yourself. And here we go. Alright. Okay, a couple things to keep in mind. As you can see, I started with the simple lines that I could go through first, and then I stopped, and then I did the last horizontal lines last, since they're a little bit more tricky to do. And these markings here, which are going to coincide with excuse me, with the trim piece there, are going to be cut out as windows, and that's going to be cut through for the arrow slot. And I will go through the rest of these and show you how they turn out. Hold on. Alright, I finished that up, and this is how these turned out. So we have a ½ inch for the height on all these blocks, okay? And I took the liberty to measure out how I want to start my next part of the block pattern. So on every other line, I picked a starting point, and I measured the blocks out to be a length of 1 inch. So I'll do that. I did it on every other line, so it'll make a staggered pattern. You'll see how that unfolds. So without further delay, I will set up the engraver for the next part. And sometimes it helps to have another piece in place just to help guide your work nice and steady. And let's get started. Alright, I'm going to pause the camera and finish them. Hold on. Okay, a couple things to keep in mind when you're doing this. Be very careful that you stay with the pattern, otherwise you'll screw up the whole layout from the start. And you don't want to go too deep with the tip, otherwise it's going to look crazy. So you have to be very careful. It's not like the same as when you just do one straight line across when you're just going in and out. You want to make sure you don't break the lines in between. And now comes the final part where I'm going to actually cut into all the in between the blocks on the other layer. So and actually this is done freehand, so we don't have to worry about holding the doing the marking. I don't bother with the marking, and I don't even use the rafter square. I just do it freehand. That way it gives it a little bit more dynamic look to it, and it also gives it a more random like look, like they didn't get everything quite precisely square and all that. And you will have angel hairs to deal with when you're all done. So you can either do it in between carvings or just do it at the end, whichever you prefer. Okay, contrast is going to be harder to see unless I really bring it up close. There you can see there. I'm going to go and do the rest and be right back. Alright. Now it's all finished. Like I said, because I didn't mark the other areas, the contrast is, like I said, I had to bring it in closer to really show you the variation and the there we go. See how it has the variation of the blocks that are like almost an inch on each layer, just staggered. And the tricky part's going to be dealing with odd ends like that, or it's in the middle and you just have to carve whatever you can around it. So you're going to have some odd shapes with some of the blocks. They're not going to be an exact measurement, and in this case we have these are going to be windows cut out, these pieces right here, and down here we have a door, so you can see how we have the quarter sized blocks and stuff. And that's all there is to it. When it all goes together, it'll look a lot more sense with the pattern, and we'll go on from here. Thanks for watching. Bye.